Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while again. I'll tell myself to be better about it every time I make a video, but I never get around to it. But here I am again. And since the restrictions of the corona measures have been lifted this spring, I took it upon myself to go vintage and retro goodie shopping right away. Because as some people have an itch to stitch, I have an urge to search. Our first stop is the charity shop. And this is where I found the most perfect thing because I needed it for one of my upcoming projects. And that was a boater hat. And in fact, I didn't only get one boater hat, I got 3 boater hats. And they were so cheap. You could not get them in any shop or web shop for this price. I got them in 3 sizes. One is my size. The second one is a really big size, one that even my father can wear. But I guess you can never have too many hats, so I took that with me as well. And the third one is more of a project because that was the hat that was least in quality. So I thought, why not? I'll just get it home. After that, I also went to the book section and I think I've stumbled upon stuff from one and the same person. Because I found 3 amazing books that can help me in my costuming journey, but also for inspiration. And the first 2 are really great, but it's the third one, which was also the most expensive one, that I was contemplating about. And as you can see, there are just many high quality pictures in this book. It's a 2-piece volume of fashion from the 18th century until the 20th century. So this is just such a gold mine for inspiration and close-up pictures. And it's actually from a museum that I've never heard of, probably my ignorance. So I'm super excited to go dig into this. And that was my haul from the thrift shop. And then afterwards, I went to a flea market. And as you know with flea markets, they can be a little bit of a hit and miss. But surprisingly, there were also very many shops or, sellers that were selling vintage stuff. So I found this, I think 50s hat made from beaver, I think. And I'm super happy with this. It was just 15 euros. And it was just somewhere on some weird mannequin doll hat and you could almost just walk past it. There I also found a very nice dress clip. And this dress clip was just 4.5 euros. I think it's a decent price for this. I even had to go back for it because I didn't want to buy it at first because it had some missing rhinestones. But then I just knew I would forever be thinking of this clip, so I went back. And what do you know? I came back to this seller and I said, I came back for the dress clip, I still really want it. And she looked at me, she was like, what price did I tell you it was? And I was like, you said it was 4.5 euros. And she just looked at the dress clip reluctantly and she was like, guess I'll have to stick to my word then. And I was just like, but I guess that's also the charm and the disadvantages of a flea market. I brought this dress clip home and I did some research and I found that dress clips were mostly used from the 1920s till the 1940s because afterwards they kind of got out of fashion as people were more into simpler brooches. And since I've watched Ratchet where she's wearing dress clips, and that's set in the 50s, but even though that's set in the 50s, it kind of got my interest going for dress clip. After I bought it, I actually wore it on my jumpsuit that I was wearing and many sellers were like, hey, I really like your dress clip. So I felt like I did a good bargain on that one. And then for the surprise piece of the day was this 1939 typewriter that was just sitting on a little tarp on the grass. And I walked past it, looked at it, walked past it some more. Tried to be a bit inconspicuous so the seller wouldn't see my interest in it. And then I decided to ask how much it was, and it was 20 euros. At the time I didn't have 20 euros in my pocket anymore, so I went away and contemplated some more. Would I buy it? But then in the end I thought, I'm going to do it. But I only have 15 euros on me. So I thought I will bid 15 euros for it and see what she thinks So I went back to the lady who was selling this typewriter, and she started smiling immediately when she saw me approach. And I was a bit like, hello, I've come again. And she said, you're coming for the typewriter, aren't you? And I was like, yes, a bit awkward. I would like to bid 15 euros because that's all I have on me in cash right now. And she smiled at me and she was like, you know, for you, let's make it 12.50. 12.5 is more than enough. I'll even give you this bag because the case that it's come in is actually broken and it's quite heavy. It's more important to me that it gets to a good home where it will be loved and it is cherished than that I get those extra euros for it. And that just completely made my day. And now I have a fully functioning typewriter from the 1939s. I mean, how cool is that? And I actually went on the internet and saw that these kind of typewriters go for a lot more than what I've bought it for. So that was just perfect. But oh my god, it's been such a fortunate time to go thrift shopping, at least here in the Netherlands. So with that being said, that concludes all the nice goodies I found. And now I want to know from you guys, have you had an urge to search lately? Do you have some really cool thrift finds? If you do, please let me know. I'd love to see all your pictures. You can always add me at the pink tape measure, and I'd love to see you on Instagram, or you can post something on my Facebook or down in the comments below. I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tell your neighbor, tell your cat about my channel and help me grow. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!